What's up, everybody? I'm Abby13, and you're looking at a realistic water simulation in the form of an ocean simulation. We just saw a little bit of something there at the bottom, which I was not going to show yet. There it is, and there's that. But anyway, here's some more views of the ocean. It's not perfect, but you can see some of the artifacting going on. We see a floating object. This is meant to be like a boat, okay? Um, let's go ahead and show you a little bit of the ocean. So we have a fog effect on the outer edge going on right now. We have kind of like some highlighting going on in the water. You could see that. You could see the reflections of the water and things like that. And we have some effects with the darker. That's to say, like kind of the deeper appearance of water and the not so deep appearance of water and things like that. A reasonable surface in terms of smoothness and randomness in the water. Um, so we have some math going on, doing all that, and pretty much it looks nice, and it allows us to create an open world kind of thing. I've been trying to solve the artifacts and probably introduce a little bit more variation in the water in terms of the coloration and in terms of the waves. I think there's a little bit of a too predictable, too much repeating going on in the water still, but it is nice and pretty good 3D effect. Now, let's go back to and focus on our boat. So here's our boat, and actually we have yeah, so part of the name of the game is performance. We're running this on the GPU with with the CPU calculations. So we have the ability to drive the boat, and the boat reacts to the surface of the water, not as well as I would like. It's a little bit now. It's nice when it moves up and down with the water. It's floating above the water right now, but you can turn the boat and all that, drive it back and forth and all that. So this could be enhanced uh, as well. Um, the water is pretty choppy, but I think it can be more believable. So that's that, and this is just some of what you're seeing. And then we can kind of like go through, like kind of fly over the water a little bit. So let's do that a little bit. It's a nice view. You can see it up from the sky a little bit more. You can see some of the what it looks like, and you can kind of fly like really close to the water surface. And I can show you now a little bit of the debug and what you can see in as the world. We're in a world here. So if we actually go below the water, we can actually go into the water. We can see the waves happening. And when we go below the water, we're not doing enough simulation below the water to see nothing. There's no detail or anything being generated below the water. So this is meant to be, at least right now, a surface simulation. And that's pretty much the demonstration and going through the water. Um, I'm getting a pretty good frame rate. There's things that can be tweaked in terms of the resolution of the water and things like that. But we're essentially repeating um, the water in kind of like a grid system or a tile system, so that we can put the water over and over out there into the world, and you can do something with it like a video game, or continue tweaking the simulation as a visual simulation. And so we're doing more of a video game ocean than a purely realistic simulation. We're not getting down to the water droplets and things like that, which I've played with before recently. That's it.